Making a name for yourself locally has its challenges, but Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter Deborah Bond is making her way around the globe. Follow us as she takes G&D beyond the music in this artist interview.
Psychedelic disco funk. So it's a fusion of what I do is just honestly a fusion of all of the influences that myself and my production team, Third Logic, have been influenced by. I mean, we all come from different musical backgrounds, and we all have loves for so many different styles of music that when we come together to create, we just fuse it all. So, you know, I'm a big funk head, I'm a big disco head, I'm a big R&B person. So I bring that to the table. I love really soulful singers. Then I have producers in my unit that come from the classical background, from the go-go background, from the gospel background, from the rock background. And since we're just musical people and we just love music so much that we don't really give ourselves any limit or boundaries when it comes to how we create. So I can honestly say it could go all kinds of ways. It's not just psychedelic disco funk. It can be psychedelic disco funk, soul, rock, gypsy, whatever you want, you know, just music. Yeah, progressive stuff, pushing the limits.
And I'm so grateful to God for connecting the moon and stars.
I really, more than anything else, hope that the messages in my lyrics come forward. I am a lyricist at heart. I love reading lyrics. I love how powerful words can be. So the number one thing is the message, because several songs I have, I just want people to feel, you know, that they can understand and relate, and that maybe I gave them some encouragement or hope or whatever they're feeling, that I can touch them in that way. And music is a healer. Music is healing. So when you see myself in my unit, I want to have you feel good. I want you to leave like, that was cool. I'm all right today. You know what I mean? I want you to be entertained, like all of the leaders and legends that entertained me all of my life. So for the most part, it's a combination of the message and the power of healing that can come through music. And I've had so many beautiful conversations with people where they have said some things like, you know, your song got me through the loss of my father, your song got me through this, or, you know, I wake up and I put this song and it just starts my day off. That kind of stuff to me is priceless. It's better than a Grammy, it's better than, you know, a tour for thousands of people. When someone personally tells me that my music helped heal them or inspire them or move them, it's just like I could almost cry thinking about it. So that to me is where I feel my purpose is to touch people in that way. Being in Connecticut, it's funny, you know, people think Connecticut, they think trees and rich people, but New Haven is actually quite the opposite. And I grew up with, you know, a very loud and funny family that played a lot of funk music. I had a lot of P-funk around me, a lot of Stevie Wonder and stuff like that. When I moved to DC, DC is honestly where my music really came to life. I began to search and find myself musically in the DC area. When I moved to DC in '94, it was this, you know, neo soul was thriving for one thing. You had D'Angelo, you had Badu, you had Amel LaRue, all of these amazing artists. And then I moved to this city that people might think is just a political city. You might associate DC with politics, but I met the most amazing musicians here. And especially when I began to explore myself as an artist, it was just like the scene was just thriving with bands. And I grew up listening to bands. So, of course, that's what I wanted to be. And I didn't want to be this solo person in the forefront. I wanted to be a part of a band where we get together, we practice and we write together. And I was very blessed to, very early on in my career, to find a unit of brothers that are just talented and they get me. And so and they also get the fact that I love music, and you know, one minute you might hear me blasting some Stevie Wonder, and the next minute you might hear me blasting Bjork or Seal or, you know, whoever, Jean-Luc Ponty, you know. So they got that about me, and they were the ones that kind of introduced me to a lot of my favorite UK singers. Jamiroquai is one of our favorite bands, and they were the ones that were like, you gotta check this band out. And I was always an Incognito fan, you know. So it's like, it's from Connecticut was like the root and the foundation, and DC kind of was where the blossoming began, and then the petals and the roots kind of went all over across the pond, you know. So it's been a really cool journey with everyone so far, and for me, I'm like a traveling spirit, so I hope, you know, to let my music take me all kinds of places.